Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this interview where we hope to clarify a little bit of how we see the work of maintaining asset and facility management. Welcome to all of you. I'm happy to see that this webinar is so important that also competitors are attending, so it's welcome to them as well. So I think we will start up here, and first of all, we're just a short agenda here, because what can you see? This is not a product presentation. It is an interview, and I would like to present you to Tommi Kilpeläinen in a very little minute, and then just a little bit about Accruent, a little bit about Symetri. We have a very small poll, and then we will go for the interview, and it should give some understanding of how we see the importance of using maintenance solutions and maintenance connection as a whole, and then we do have a little presentation in the end. This has been planned to take half an hour. Let's see if we can keep it there. Otherwise, we will just go over. Okay, presenters. I don't know, Tommi. I will give it up to you to present yourself.
Yes, thank you, Bern, and thank you for inviting me this interview and webinar. So my name is Tommi Kilpeläinen from Accruent, a Nordic organization. I'm responsible from Accruent's customers in all Nordic countries and sales activities. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, and welcome to you. My name is Per Niemann, and I have worked with I've worked with the Sico, Blue Cello, Accruent products since forever, it seems. I am the business owner inside Symetri, and I have the pleasure of have had the pleasure of working with Tommi Kilpeläinen for quite a time now, and it's very positive. And I have invited him because he has some very good opinion and a very good views of how to maintain assets and facilities. So this is it. We will go on here, and first a little presentation of Accruent as a company, and we have decided to do these presentations very short. So Tommi, if you could take the Accruent one, please.
Yes. So Accruent's domain is to optimize all stages of real estate facilities and industrial asset management. So we help our customers to manage their physical assets and resources so that they can fulfill the mission of the organization, let's say. We help daily around 10,000 customers worldwide in 150 countries with our own team, but also there's like a Symetri. And what we do is that we help the customers to shape their physical resource strategy so that they can really fulfill their mission and drive their procurement and the construction so that strategy comes alive. But also we help them to manage their services, deliveries in operations, maintenance, and also compliance, so that all the activities are in control for the occupants, let's say mobile workers, and all the IoT devices real time. And we have a strong industrial background because our owner is a Preventive. So we have also manufacturing companies in our sister companies, and we share lots of information. So that's our background.
Okay, thank you for that, Tommi. Then I will just give you a short presentation of Symetri. For those of you who don't know us, even though if you know us, something new and good has happened. We are present normally in the Nordic countries and UK, and just recently we almost doubled our forces as we acquired Microdesk in the US. So now we are way beyond 750 employees, and among those there's at least 100 developers and 400 plus consultants, and we service more than 200,000 customers, and our revenue for the year is almost doubled. So we see us as a very strong international company now, and in the Autodesk world we happen to be number one in the world now, and I guess that was the goal of our CEO in the beginning of the year. So it's quite good. We are not aware yet how the new acquirement will influence on Symetri, as it's quite new, but I thought it was worth taking it with us. So we are quite a strong company now, even though we always were, but now it's even more. Then a little bit about the collaboration between Accruent and Symetri. And I call it a winning partnership because we have been strategic partners in the Nordics ever since 2010, even before, you can say so, but at least from then. And when we talk about Accruent products or BlueCello products, as it were before, we act like one company, meaning that we share the solutions, we share the support, we share the projects. So we are really have extended the knowledge of the product to the vendor and to the company who produces the system. So in Accruent products we are working very close together here, and it's quite good. It's quite winning, I would say. Right now we're going to start up the interview between Tommi Kilpeläinen and myself. Working that way, we have put up some different stuff to discuss, and it will give you an overview of how we see the maintenance business and how we see the products that we offer in the maintenance business. So here, Tommi, I hope you are ready to go, because here we come with the nasty questions, right?
I'm ready. Thank you.
Okay. So the situation. How do you see it here in the Nordics? How do you see the challenges, if any, for the asset building owners in the Nordics?
When we look at the Nordic market, with the plus 20 years experience, I would say that the Nordic market is quite advanced market for the asset and the building maintenance, because asset and building management has been developed a long time here towards digitalization, mobile, 3D, BIM, and then finally analytics, e-learning, machine learning, and sensor data management. So it's a good development, and focusing the really a digital transformation and efficiency. We see also more and more in a building and industrial maintenance that activities are outsourced. So that's quite common, and this brings, of course, benefits, own benefits, and also challenges. For instance, maintenance and field services providers, they develop their own processes like invoicing. That has to be really efficient process to them, and maintenance to manage all their digital and mobile activities, so that the best first time fixed rate, so that when the field services, they go to the next to the asset for the work order, they have everything there, so that they don't need to come back to the office and maybe go to the next time. spare parts, documentation, all those are in hand devices. If I look at the owner side, big challenges are there: how to be efficient, how to run your assets and buildings more cost efficient, and how to let's say adapt the world around us, which is changing faster from business side and technology side. Here again, we have and we see that the owners, they have less and less people, more complex assets and buildings with all digital solutions. So all that they can solve with the CMMS and mobile solution. And again, they are also looking at the first best time to fix rate, so that they can be efficient. So that's how I see the situation at the moment.
Okay. So actually a very open situation, and definitely challenges for the asset building owners, as I see it, right?
Yeah, exactly, and it's interesting because everybody's they want to develop and be better and be more efficient. So I think that we can help a lot our customers and prospects.
Yeah. Okay, let's take the next one here, and yeah, well, there are many players inside the CMMS or especially perhaps the enterprise maintenance market. Some small, some big. We all know the SAP, perhaps the Maximo, and they are both big enterprise systems. But how do you see the advantage of using a CMMS solution compared to the bigger ones?
Yeah, first of all, I agree that all the big players, they are in the Nordic market, and we see also lots of local players, maybe country level, maybe let's say industrial specific solution. So that also supports that it's really advanced market. If I look at the CMMS vendors like us against the enterprise asset systems, I would say that even though the Accruent and the Maintenance Connection, we are a global player. We are recognized by Gartner as a challenger for the global big players. We are purpose-made solutions. So I think that we are as a purpose-made solution, we are good solution, and we have a good fit for all size of customers for various industries and the facility management customer side. When our focus is really in the asset management, physical asset management, and there we look also that we have all the time good usability, because end users, they are really key here. We looked at our solution, it's a flexible and easy to configure and easy to implement. That's not in every case the situation, but we want to be there. But easy and cost efficient to take us in, and of course then there has to be also some integration. So integration part has to be also easy and flexible. So we see that when the customer wants to integrate IoT sensors or other let's say meters to system, there we have a like open API for that one. Or if they want to integrate us, for instance, their invoicing or financing system, SAP Maximo, or any of these, there we have ready-made integrations.
Yeah. So you can see, even though that the enterprise systems are way bigger, the size of a system is not a limitation for us, for our systems. It's just more, it's more easy way to go to grow. I think.
Exactly, and we can be independent solution, or we can be a part of the bigger scope. So we can leave a standalone, or we can be integrated from let's say financing, procurement, CRM side to the ERP solution. So that's the fact.
Just exactly. Okay, let's take the next one then. So please, asset control. Why is it so? I should just say a word here. Why is it so important? Why is it important to control?
Yes, so that's a good question, and I think that many organizations, they think that it's also important, and I think that the efficient asset management is a key and important when we are improving our business, because why don't we invest to the maintenance and good asset control if we have invested a lot to our assets or buildings? So it's key to keep our assets and buildings in the best possible condition, so that we can get the business running on, and we don't have a unplanned downtime or like that, which basically will cost us a lot. And if I look at the good asset control, how we could see that is that first of all, customer, they need to really take first step that they determine who is the team, who are the people, because people are the key here in a good asset control first. So that's like a team, and then figure out what your asset life cycle. So that's basically, you need to create a plan and follow up that plan so that you can track your assets. So those are the actions, and finally comes that to understand depreciation and the cost of your assets. So that's the financial part, and all that, when we put these together, we get a really good CMMS solution which covers all these and get good control to your asset side.
Yeah, so a part of the control is actually also to have a plan how to use the asset all over its lifetime, and then how to take it out of production when time comes.
Exactly. So when we think about preventive maintenance, so yes, we should have a good process for that one. But if you want to be proactive, then we go to of course to the predictive side.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move a little. You do have a couple of slides here. How to?
Yeah, when we look at our customers, how we have helped them to manage their asset control. We have 1,400 customer logos worldwide, and lots of more sites at the moment using our solution. So around 350,000 user communities, and I would say that when we have a 98% success rate and retention rate, our customers, they are happy, and they can really focus to their real business when they can say that their assets are well controlled.
Yeah, and also here.
And that's basically yeah, exactly. When we come to the reasons how to start and how to move to the maintenance connection kind of a tool, many times we start the discussion, of course, how to reduce downtime, how to extend equipment lifetime, and that comes to okay. It might be that those are in fixed, but then we have problems with the field services, and the technicians, they don't have actual information when they go to the site and start to fix the problem. So we try to help them, and we want to help them to improve that one. That comes also improved planning and productivity. So then we are quite far away already.
Yeah.
But when we take the last mile, it's really that how we get the information efficiently and fastly from asset back to the system, so that we know that there's something wrong, if there's a wrong, and well advanced. Then we start to think about and see that, okay, how do we can let's say use real-time information and historical information to manage our assets, and again improve performance of our asset set.
Yep.
And time to time, it's also a matter of how we can centralize a standard, so that we are ready for the audit, and we can really be efficient from that point of view. Everybody's working with the same standards and the same ways.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And one part of that, it's finally inventory, so that we know what we have in inventory, and then we can automatically, for instance, order new spare parts if inventory will start to be empty.
Yeah, so the system is quite complete, actually.
It's yes, it is, and we can basically say that part of this preventive maintenance, then you can extend it with the spare parts, and then with integration. So it can be also phases when you start to build this kind of total solution.
Okay, let's move ahead here. So then, documentation of documents. I think we all can agree that documentation of the maintenance of the assets. It's very important to have them stored somewhere. Some people store the documents inside the database as what we call blobs, but sometimes there are other ways of doing it. Sometimes the system just stores the documents in a file structure in a file explorer, but also here we can be quite unique because we do have a certain way of doing this. So Tommi, your experience, what do you think that the people need? I have my own opinion. It's about control.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can have the same. We can discuss about that.
I just flip the screen because you have some.
Yes, thank you. So I would say that the minimum is that, as you said, that we have the latest revision of the documentation in a CMMS, Enterprise Asset Management System. But I would say that we can do it also a smarter way. And this picture here shows that when you have here example of our maintenance connection CMMS solution, it's integrated or linked to the enterprise technical document management system, which is in our case it's a Meridian. So Meridian has all let's say PDR, PIDs, drawings, non-technical documentation, and that documentation can link with the TAC-doc relation to the assets, so that we manage all the change management and as-built documentation, but also archive in one place, and that's integrated to the maintenance, so that the maintenance people they will get always the latest approved documentation, technical or non-technical, whenever they need. And the best part here and smart way is that when the technicians are on field and they notice that there's something wrong in the documentation, they can also redline feedback back to the engineering. So the whole two-way integration, it's digitalized and nothing will be lost, and it's also fast.
It is quite fast, and if I should have a comment here, the way of linking the assets or the objects into the documents in Meridian is quite unique, because very often you need, if you have a maintenance system, you need to point out where are the documents stored and how should we reach them. But in this combination, we just tag the documents to the objects inside Meridian, and then the system is running. And it can be done manually if you only have quite a few, but also by batch runnings if you have a lot of assets and a lot of documents to be connected. So it's and I'm talking here from experience. I have done it quite a few times and on different customers. So it's a very unique way of doing things, and it is, as we say, one to many, many to one relationships between objects and documents. Okay, let's move ahead to the next one, unless you have something, Tommi.
No, let's go to the next one. Thanks.
Yeah, we have some special here. So well, BIM, we can't avoid BIM, even though. No, we shouldn't try doing it, because BIM is whatever needed in the business nowadays. So do you have any comments for that?
Well, just like you said, we see also that the BIM 3D plant models, that they are there, and then the customers are using more and more that. And when we look at our solution, yes, we can connect the data to the assets and to get that data also for the maintenance and field services. So from that point of view, that active data management. It's also for IFC and Revit files.
Yeah. Actually, we are. If we just go one back here, we are capable of if we have an IFC file or a Revit file to export all the objects into Meridian in a facility breakdown structure, and then connect the objects in Meridian to similar objects in Maintenance Connection. And when a user in Maintenance Connection needs to know where, for example, an electrical closet or something is stored, he can see the actual the placement of this electrical closet directly in the linked model in Meridian, so he knows exactly where to go. So it's quite unique, this, and there's been a lot of work making it possible, but it's possible now, and it is quite unique technique used here. Okay, let's just continue. Well, we can handle a lot of stuff in Maintenance Connection: location, assets, facilities, work orders. They can be generated automatically, or you can do it manually. And we can handle preventive maintenance and predictive maintenance and meters and a lot of stuff. So if we now go to what can we say, a little bit more details of the advantages of Maintenance Connection, or MC as we just call the abbreviations.
Yeah, if you take the next slide.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are.
Yeah, so just like you said, Maintenance Connection, it can manage a different kind of, or different asset structures, different locations, buildings, and the production license like that. So we looked at our solution. It's a multi-site, multilingual, and multi-currency. So it's really flexible from that point of view. When the user side, we use a web and mobile user interfaces, delivery models, cloud, and on-prem. It doesn't matter which one you take. And the nice part is that we can personalize the configuration and the user interfaces, so that it's really end user can do that also from their point of view, to that, so that their user interface is what they need. And when you look at the work order management and how to automate behind of Maintenance Connection, we have rule manager, so we can really build complex automated workflows based on different rules, so that the end users, they need to have less and less handwork there, and then they can really focus to the real work. And that's also related to the performance tracking and data visualization. So those can be also automated as far as possible, and then it's easy to use, even that it's easy to implement too.
Yeah, I can speak for that as well, because I have been in some work implementing Maintenance Connection. It was web part. It was, even though it should be the same if it is a cloud system or an on-prem system. Then if you select the cloud, you have no installation at all. So it is only a matter of configuring the system up. If you select the on-prem one, you need to install database systems and stuff in the background. But the solution as it is exactly the same. So it is really easy to use. There's a tremendously good overview of everything in the system, and the browsing around is easy, and it's very logical, I would say. And you have all the data you need when you need them. You don't need to browse around and search around for a lot of stuff. It is there when you need it, and it's very good. It's very nice. Okay, let's see here. Then the new, or what can you say? Yeah, well, one of the things here is the IoT, the Internet of Things, and connected with maintenance connection and the possibilities of predictive maintenances, then it should be it should be a lot easier. So I've just put a simple question here to you, Tommi. If a pump is breaking or if it is going to break, then can we measure that with the sensors and give the system a message to create a work order to a specific technician so he can repair or change the pump?
Yes, we can. So that's one part of maintenance connection that we can really let's say read and take care of the message information and meter information from sensors and machines. For that one, we have an API where we support protocols, and when we think about that, okay, we get that information into the maintenance connection. As I mentioned in the previous discussion, rule manager. We have a rule manager. That data comes from certain location based on rules. We can put it to the certain workflow and create a work order, for instance, and push that work order to the right resource based on his knowledge, certifications, availability, location, and like that. So it really goes to the right person. And then we push also notifications that this work order is in your queue, and they can see that in the handout devices that is this what the situation. So, but between that one, we do of course also monitoring about is it abnormal or is it normal repairs which comes from the pump. So that means that we need to have ability, and we have ability to look at, okay, this is a abnormal variation, for instance. This is a abnormal temperature. So what that means? That means that we need to create that work order. So there's also intelligence to think about that one.
Yeah. I have seen it working. This is so cool, actually. So it's really nice. Okay, let's look. You have.
And here we have a couple of examples about how we can visualize the information, and of course all these it's in the database, so we can create also historical information and have all information in one place.
Yeah. Okay. So then we have the platforms and the clients. Well, we have been there already, but I know you have a slide, a couple of slides here to present what to do. So I'll just change the slide here and please do.
Yeah, we covered all, but if you look at the different user interfaces, there's a web, there's a mobile, both in a cloud and on-prem, and we have a cloud setups in Europe. We have in the US, so customer can also select which tenant to use. And they are all, let's say, secured SOC 1, SOC 2 type audited 24 out of 7 managed environments. And then if I look at our customer base, if you go to the next one, so we have like a manufacturing customers. Here is a couple of examples, good manufacturing customer examples. Some one side, some let's say a few hundred sites in the same setup, and then a similar kind of configuration. So it's really a multi-site, multilingual, multi-currency solution what we have.
Yeah, but also inside the facilities management, you do have customers.
Exactly. So now we come to the configuration and the flexibility to build and manage different kind of data. And here we have facilities management customers from industrial and non-industrial side. So both can be covered here. And so that's one key part of our product too.
Yeah, and I guess we recognize quite a lot of logos in this one, so it's quite nice, fantastic, as we say. So okay, great. So and then there is this question. I know the answer, Tommi, but I need to hear it from you. Are there any limitations in maintenance connection?
There's no limitations to configure really. There's no limitations for the end user number, no data number. So from that point of view, that kind of limitations we don't have. We are easy and flexible to take care and then implement. So and automate different processes. So that's a good part. It's flexible for reporting. It's flexible for integrations. It's anyway, if you look at our customer rates from public website, they say that easy to use, easy to implement, and then a really good product in the end.
Yeah.
And when you look at the companies here, that's also one. There's no limitations also from that point of view that we have a strong background. Financially, we have a strong partners like a Symetri. So there's no really limitations. Also, is it if the customer is small or big? From that point of view, that the financial background, it's also in order.
Yeah. So this is so good. But then at the end, just to show you that we are, it's not of our imagination actually. So I do just have a small video from SSAB. Well-known Swedish company, and it's around 2.5 minutes. So please stay put and listen to what this guy really has to say. That's it. Thank you very much to Tommi to make this interview possible, and thank you for attending. And yeah, see you soon.